All right, guys. So can anybody tell me what we did yesterday at our Read Aloud? Do you remember? Can you put your thinking caps on? Can we put them on? Let's make sure we turn them on. Make sure they're on. Okay, great. Do we remember what we did yesterday at our Reading Loud? May. No. Yes. We inferred. Did you infer?
I forgot.
You forget. It's okay. Do you want to phone a friend?
We did a character trait of what the character was like when we were reading Horrible Harry Cracks the Code. We were inferring how he is and some feelings.
Yeah. So that is awesome. That's right what I want to hear. So we're going to continue doing that. So we're going to think even more and think about some more characters and some more traits. So I think you guys read this story before, right?
Yeah.
Chester Raccoon and the Big Bad Bully. So I need you guys, remember how we have our thinking caps and we made sure we turned them on? Alright, so throughout the story, I'm going to take a couple breaks, so don't worry. I want you to think and keep it in your mind of a character and some of the traits that they have. Can somebody give me an example of a trait, a character trait? Maybe from Horrible Harry, like that you read yesterday? Yes.
Rude.
Rude. Okay.
I got one for you, though.
Okay.
Naughty.
Naughty. She might be naughty sometimes. Devin.
Ashamed.
Ashamed. Those are some good ones. Beer.
Horrible, very horrible.
Horrible. Okay. Think about those traits and keep them in your mind while we read the story, okay? Okay. And think about the characters too. There might be more than one character, right? Because sometimes we have a main character and then we have supporting characters, right? Do you guys remember that? Yeah? Chester Raccoon stood in front of the tree. Sorry. Chester Raccoon stood in front of his tree hollow, looking gloomy. His younger brother, Romy, and his best friend, Cassie, stood beside him. "We don't want to go to school," Chester told his mother. "We want to stay home with you. Please, may we stay home with you?" "I thought you liked school," said Miss Raccoon. "We do," said Chester. "Then why do you want to stay home with me?" Chester lowered his head and shuffled his nose. He explained in a quiet, muffled voice. Miss Raccoon reached out and tenderly lifted Chester's head with her hand. "What did you say?" Chester gazed into his mother's loving eyes and gulped. "There's a bully at school." "And he's horrible," cried Ronnie. "He's big and mean. And he has giant claws on his hands and feet," wailed Cassie. "And fangs," screeched Chester. "And fire comes out of his nose. And if you get in his way, he'll stomp on your face and squash you like a bug." "Like a bug," echoed Ronnie. Do we think we see a character maybe yet? And maybe some character traits? Yes? Can we share some of our ideas? Who haven't I heard from yet? Robbie.
A character trait for all of them, Cassidy, Romy, and Chester. I would describe them as all really, I don't think there's a raccoon at their school that has noses. They're
Really scary like that. So what do you think the common trait is?
They're exaggerated.
They're exaggerating? That's a great word.
Because they're saying that he has fangs and he has he was squishy like a bug, and also that when he breathes with his nose, fire comes out.
Okay, what's another one? I was thinking that too. What might be another trait? Emily?
Worried?
They're worried? They're definitely worried about going to school and seeing this bully again. Yes. They're frightened or scared. I was thinking that one too. That was a big one that I was thinking. Beer?
I think there is a bad bully at school, but he does not spray fire
character traits that might be a little bit different? Oh, I think I got some. Summer.
Nervous.
Not a trait. What's another character? So we have Chester, we have Romy, we have Cassidy, we have the bully, but there's one more person that we haven't said anything about. Yuana?
Mrs. Raccoon.
Mrs. Raccoon. And what are some of her traits?
Like she wants, she does it, she's like saying there's like no such thing as a bully like that. And she's like telling them that there's no reason to not go to school just because of one bully.
Yeah. So what do you think? She's very caring because she wants to make sure that all the little raccoons go to school. What were you going to say, Julie? What? She was furious? I don't know if she was furious. I think she was more like maybe concerned would be a good way to think, because maybe she was like, there's a problem if you don't want to go to school, right? Because normally they like to go to school. Yes, Devin, what were you going to say?
Maybe surprised.
Surprised? Yeah, I think she definitely was surprised. All right. Keep thinking. Keep those thinking caps on. Oh my, he sounds very scary, said Miss Raccoon. Bullies can't be very difficult. I'll tell you what, she told the frightened cubs. I'll walk you to school and back, and then we can decide what to do about this bully. When the raccoons reached the school tree, Chester tugged on his mother's arm. That's him! That's the bully! He pointed a trembling finger at the badger standing by the pond. Isn't he awful? Isn't he the most scariest looking bully you've ever seen? Oh my yes, whispered Miss Raccoon, but I'm sure we can work things out. Before leaving, she gently fluffed Chester's mask and playfully tweaked Ronnie's nose. Be brave, she told the cubs, and gave each one of her sons a comforting kiss on their palms. After school, Chester, Ronnie, and Casey told Miss Raccoon how the badger bullied his classmates at recess. First, he smacked a ball away from the squirrel and popped it. Then he climbed upon the jungle gym and squashed the possum's fingers until the possum fell to the ground. Then he spooked a dove who bumped into a skunk who got so scared that he sprayed and stunk. Even Owl Teacher couldn't get him to behave. I think there might be one more character that pops up in the story, or some character traits. Who haven't I heard from? Summer.
The bad bully, he's very,
It's on the tip of your tongue. I can see it. Do you want to phone a friend? So we know it's the bully. What are some of the traits of the bully?
the traits of a bully are, like, sometimes he's like, it's like,
Do you think he's a nice person?
he's like
Or a mean person?
He's cool, he's kind of evil.
Yeah.
Evil.
Evil's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else is happening. If you have an idea, keep it in your head. Sometimes animals are bullied because they don't know any other way to be, explained Miss Raccoon. But I think there's a way you can change things. Go get your friends and bring them to our tree. I want to share a story. A few minutes later, a crowd of eager young forest animals stood at the base of Chester's treehouse, and Miss Raccoon began to tell her tale. Once, a long time ago, there was a secret forest sprinkled in the yellow stones. The stones were round and polished, big and little and smooth, enough to hold every animal in the forest, collected and treasured them. One day, an animal found a blue stone. It was very exciting, since no animal has ever seen a blue stone. But the blue stone was rough and dull, without any polish or shine, and it had sharp, prickly points sticking out of it, making it very hard to hold. Careful not to hurt their paws, the animals carried the stone to the center of the forest and placed it upon a tree trunk where everyone could see it. Perhaps the stone is blue because it popped out of the ground too soon, suggested a fox. So animals waited and watched for many days and nights to see if the blue stone would turn yellow. But the stone remained blue, and its outer shell remained sharp and pointy. I believe the stone is blue because it is the color it's meant to be, said a very wise snake. Therefore, we shall treasure the blue stone, for the color it is. But if we want to hold the stone, as we do our yellow stones, we'll have to work together to smooth out the shell. What are some of the characteristics, maybe some of the other forest animals? They say one in the book about something that slithers, that's long. Yeah.
I'm not the snake, but
Okay. You have another one?
The teacher, I think the owl, they told us this, but I think the owl is concerned because they already said that, so I think
I think he is concerned too, especially since he's a teacher. And if me or Miss Tui or Miss Tibersi, if there was a bully in our classroom, I think we would be really concerned too. Robbie, what were you gonna say?
I had a prediction.
You have a prediction?
I thought that teacher was going to repeat the story or tale and what happened, and what I think they're going to smooth the stone out, and that's maybe can be nice to the bulls. The bulls can treat them well, so it's like smoothing out the bulls to be nice.
Okay, so you're thinking like the stone is kind of like the bully, it's kind of rough and pointy, and then you think that if they learned how to smooth out the stone, they kind of can figure out a way to almost smooth out the bully. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's a great idea. That's really good thinking, guys. I love your thinking caps. They're really working today.
Same thing.
First the woodpeckers took their turn, chipping off the stone's sharp, pointy edges with their beaks. The chipmunks rolled the stone with their noses, while the other animals shined and puffed the stone with the tree bark and fluffy tails. In time, the blue stone was smooth and as shiny as the yellow stones. Miss Raccoon smiled down at the young animals, listening to her story. The badger at your school is just like the blue stone, she explained to Chester and his classmates. He is a badger, that is the way he's meant to be. But if you work together, I think you can smooth out bully's ways. Just like you said, Robbie, that was a great prediction. Yeah, who else was thinking that? The next day, when the recess bell rang, all the little animals went outside. What do you think? Do you have any other predictions of what might happen when they go outside and they see the bully this time? Go ahead.
They might talk to him and say, you should stop bullying the other animals in the school because they don't really like them. So he might just stop bullying when Chester and his classmates, I think, talk to him more.
I think so too. Robbie?
I think when they all are going to go against the bully might get scared and stand back, and then they're going to be really nice to him. So he must be like, oh, those friends are really nice. I don't think I did the right thing, and maybe he'll be nice to them.
Yeah, so do you think his character traits might change?
Yeah.
Yeah? So what do you think? Do you think he'll still